Collingwood and the Sydney Swans was always going to be the glamour game. The Swans have not been short on razzmatazz this year and have mixed it with plenty of success. The Magpies have found new momentum with victories in their last 4 matches, but this would be their biggest test. They seem to be passing the test with flying colours up until half-time. They went into the break with a 22-point lead and still had a handy 18-point advantage at three-quarter time. 10 minutes into the final quarter, they still led by 19 points as we joined Doug Hayward and David Grant at Victoria Park.
On top of it, David Murphy. Handley now for the Magpies. Loses it. Could have been penalised. Shane Moore picks it up. Tony Shaw in the thick of things as usual. Gets it out wide. Chance now for Phillips. Phillips goes over towards the outer side. Chance there for Kerrison to come out on top of the ball with Gerard Healy, but Healy hugs it to him and he'll take the penalty because Kerrison fell all over the top of him. Bolton now.
Down where Ironmonger should mark, and Ironmonger does mark. The big fella's not noted. It's a long kick. He's about 55 metres out from goal. The wind behind him. His fourth kick, or his first kick, down towards the forward line. In front, the chances there for Murphy. Murphy screws for goal. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant roving. In the front of the pack and then hooks it through with his right foot. That was a brilliant goal.
So that goal takes the Swans to within 13 points. Mitchell's in there, busy little player, Gerard Healy, using all his experience. Tony Moore too, and there's a lot of desperation. The Swans giving plenty in this last term. They've had 21 scoring shots to 24. They trail by 13 points. Plenty of time left. 12 minutes gone last term. Big Ironmonger, not a good bounce. Favours Cloak, and Cloak goes down. He's tackled, and the advantage rule is allowed to go Collingwood's way. Darren Mullane picks up, spears the pass to Jamie Turner. Lovely grass cutter. Mark Browning wearing Turner like a glove as Jamie Turner picks it up and goes towards Brian Taylor. Coming down to meet it. Taylor is forced to go for the punch. Ironmonger a bit slow. Holden collects. Well done to Greg Williams. The Swans out of trouble through Bernard Toohey. Good defence, Swans. Down towards Tony Maud and Dennis Carroll, who's there in front of Gafer.
What a superb mark by Carroll at centre half forward now. He's playing centre wing as he kicks it. Greg Phillips from behind punches and a straight to Tony Morwood. Tony Morwood fumbles badly. He's bumped down and the ball is over the line out of bounds. And Tony Morwood, you only get one chance in league football, and he muffed that one and muffed it very badly. It's out of bounds. The Swans are still in attack.
Magpies have led all day. It's narrowed down to 13 points now. A goal from this angle would be of decided advantage to the Swans as umpire Peter Howe moves in and calls for the bounce. It's only 25 metres out at the Yarra Falls end. 94 plays 81. Cloak punches it clear just for the moment. Chance for Gerard Healy. Picked up by Shane Kerrison. Scrubbing kick. Merv Neagle leading in the race with the ball. Has plenty of support. Greg Williams lifting his play. He drops it in, but only into the pocket. There's nobody there for the Swans. Chance for Handley. Courage. Stevie Wright puts the ball out in front of him. Then is tackled. Mitchell from 40 metres out has goaled again. Barry Mitchell for his 4th goal.
Well, it's amazing how the Swans have stayed in the game. It's a tremendous credit to them. One of the main reasons has been the man who just kicked that goal in Barry Mitchell. Up they go again. Ironmonger battles and they're fighting for it. Shane Morwood comes through, runs into a barrage of trouble. Greg Williams is caught, gets a clever hand pass out. Back it goes out towards Mullane. An awkward bounce gives Neagle the opportunity. Neagle will boot them into attack. Outfield it goes. In front, Coleman almost took a good one. Through Burgess's legs it went. Picked up there by Mullane. He's in trouble. Hand pass comes out to Cloak. Cloak a long hand passes. Danger to Tony Shaw. On to Burgess. Burgess is caught. Fights on. 2-1 against him. Holden downfield. Carroll goes up and takes another mark. And the Swans are coming back with a vengeance. The Swans are coming back with a vengeance as Shane Norman is claiming he played on. Carroll with his 15th kick, and he's a fine captain, even though down in defence at centre half forward now. He's added life to the attack, kicks it long and kicks it strong downfield. Kappa and CO Cloak, and Kappa wins it. And he had 2-1 against him and he won it. And he won it with strength and courage. CO on one side, Cloak on the other. That's his 5th mark. And it was a splendid mark by Warwick Capper. He's kicked 3 goals, and if he kicks this one halfway through the last quarter, will only be 1 point the difference. Warwick Kappa, very, very, very dangerous forward, kicks for goal, and I didn't like the look of it much. It was through for one behind.
One thing about Warwick Kappa, Doug, in the last quarter when the Swans have had some close finishes this year, he has kicked inaccurately under pressure. Now, Greg Phillips, in the absence of Bruce Abernathy, takes the kick off. Oh, it's going to go close to the line. Could be a penalty coming up Swans' way, but Darren Mullane traps it just inside the line, and umpire McDonald moves in for the bounce. So, a goal the difference. 14-10 plays 13-10. At the 15-minute mark of the third term, the Magpies led by 35 points.
Well, what a thriller it is now, with Ironmonger doing a giant job, and down it comes, and there's a free kick to Collingwood there. Battling his way through was the little man. No, it was Greg Phillips now with it, and Greg Phillips sends it downfield. A bad kick, Phillips. A very bad kick is taken by Mark Roberts. And Mark Roberts will kick a short pass down. It's not a good-looking one. The chance is there for Carroll, or Neagle it is. Neagle's left footer, and Kappa's underneath it. Oh, he's spoilt by Seo and just missed. He should have taken that one. It was a difficult one, but it was his ball, and through for yet another point.
Interesting, the experienced players like Neagle and Greg Williams lifting their play in this last term, Dennis Carroll as well, and they were a bit down in the first three quarters. There's Bruce Abernathy, Ironmonger, Mullane again, there's Greg Williams, covered for three quarters by Tony Shaw. Craig Holden kicks it back, and a good mark taken there by Glenn Coleman. Coleman inside the 50-metre mark. Oh, off hands was the call. Off hands, off the boost. And that's why Glenn Campbell.
Yeah, he's a good singer, that
Coleman,
yeah. Up goes Clokey. Down it comes, and Mitchell again, and out it goes towards Carroll, who fumbles for once and then is swamped. A hand pass comes back, and Mitchell's tackle ridden into the ground. The verdict is ridden into the ground by Kerrison, and I think the verdict was right. And what a difference it makes, because this could put them really within one kick. It's 89 points to 94. It could put them 1 point in front. And it's in very good hands. He's kicked beautifully, as Barry Mitchell. He's kicked 4 goals. His 19th kick from about 45 metres out. He kicks for goal and puts them in front. He puts the Swans in front. And it's a magnificent performance by Barry Mitchell.
Back in the centre, the Swans in front for the first time in the day. They lead by a point, 95 to 94. And don't forget that the Magpies led at all changes, including 35 points halfway through the third term. Centre field, umpire McDonald now. Ironmonger against Cloak. Cloak goes down. Dacos. They'll be looking for him, Collingwood. Up towards half forward. McEwen, beautifully judged. Streaks away, then props. Too long. Drops it. Handled it away one-handed. The umpire calls the advantage rule. Here's Greg Williams. Jamie Turner in front. Turner goes close to the line. Darren Mullane has Bradbury running past. Holding play up was Mark Roberts. Well done. Dacos drops it. Hand passes on to Tony Shaw. Shaw hurriedly into Dennis Banks. Knocked away from him by Tony Danaher. Holden close to the line. Held, not in possession. Umpire couldn't see it. And it's out of play. A point the difference. Collingwood fans frustrated. Their team's frustrated. Swans in front. Lead by a point at the 20-minute mark.
And Collingwood in attack. Mark Williams bullets his way at it, then lost it. Picked up there by Holden. Boots it downfield. Chance for Mullane. 2-1 against him. And over the line goes Mullane, plus the ball out of bounds. The Collingwood stander calling for a free kick. The umpire disagrees. It's out of bounds. Collingwood in attack and trailing by a point as Cloak and Ironmonger contest again. Ironmonger, like a rock, stood there firm in immobile, took the ball down with him and kicked it along the ground out of bounds about 20 metres downfield.
Collingwood fans looking for more umpiring support, but their team's going to have to lift now, as the Swans really do have a run on. Cloak gets it down beautifully to Tony Shaw, now roving after doing such a good job on Greg Williams. Skidding ball onto Dennis Banks. Shane Moore, can he get by? He can. Handley now. Handley from just beyond the 50-metre mark finds his captain. Mark Williams within scoring distance, 40 metres out, but right on the boundary line. What a thriller here at Victoria Park. Collingwood looking for a place in the 5. Swans looking to cement second spot. They looked as though they were going to throw that away when they trailed by 35 points less than half an hour ago. Mark Williams Oh, the kick coming back beautifully, but a mark is it taken there right on the behind line. Umpire coming out to confer, and I think it's through. It is for a behind. The scores are tied up. 14-11 apiece, 95 points that is. 21 minutes gone. Rod Carter to kick off.
And this has been one of the Swans' best players, Rod Carter. Tony Morwood comes for the big leap and takes it. Morwood then out wide towards centre-half back, and Merv Neagle goes for the run. Out it wide, it goes to Holden. Holden steadies and kicks it downfield. And here comes Mitchell again. Kerrison punches it away from him. Coleman, well done. Nice play, Kerrison. Out into open territory. Tony Shaw gets an unlucky bounce. Still fights for it desperately. Mitchell won't give up either. And the umpire's whistle signifies that he's going to bounce it. It'll be a ball up, but the Swans are in attack.
Little unlucky there as Greg Williams was racing away on the loose ball. He's lifted his play. Coleman against Cloak. Big bullocking fellows, both of them. Jamie Turner, David Bolton is there, has support from Merv Neagle. Bolton can't collect it, he's a racehorse. Coleman's not, but he gets boot to ball, drops it down towards half forward. Stevie Wright, big man against little man, the big man wins out. David Cloak from behind. 95 points each. 22 minutes gone in the last turn.
Oh, he just finds Mullane. Mullane then steadies and tries it short to Tony Shaw. Not good enough. Up goes Danaher and recovers well. It was grabbed around the leg. It was missed. An opportunity now for Turner. Turner goes down and Holden's got the chance. Holden downfield. Coleman's with the ball at centre wing. The scoreboard is level. Coleman will boot the Swans into attack from the grandstand side. He will hand pass to Bolton. Bolton to Healy. Healy will kick it and kicks a lovely looking pass, and it's a good one. It's a beautiful pass to Murphy, and Gerard Healy, full of class. He hasn't played well today, but whenever he gets the ball it looks danger for the opposition, and that was a perfect illustration. Now Murphy will kick and kick for the lead. Long, high, just off direction through for one behind, but the scoreboard therefore is the Swans in front and Abernethy will kick out.
They've been a point up twice now as Glenn Coleman goes off for the Swans, and Jimmy Edmund, very quiet player, is back on the field. Shane Maud from behind. Chance for Gaffer. Negative football. Greg Williams gets round the tackle from Shane Maud. But look out, here comes Cloak on Browning. I think Browning might be awarded the mark. No, he's not. Greg Williams. Barry Mitchell. Oh, it's willing out there. Play goes on. Peter Howe calling play on. Peter Bradbury. Kick smothered. Gee, it's desperation. Tony Morwood, one of their quiet players in the first half, taken off the field for a while. And the smother there at half forward. Swans 96, Collingwood 95. 23 and a half minutes gone, final turn.
Well, in the darkness of the outer half-forward flank of the Swans, they're leading by a point. The ball's in their attacking zone as Ironmonger and Cloak dispute again. Cloak wins it out to Tony Shaw, on to Handley. Handley boots it downfield towards Burgess. Burgess almost could have been awarded that one. He's fighting three. Can't break away with it, and again the umpire has only one decision, it's ball up.
Well, Collingwood had better win this match, or else the umpires are going to come in for Larry Dooley as they leave the field. Tell you that now. Greg Williams on to David Bolton. Bolton up into the pocket. Stevie Wright feigns for the free kick. The scout is Shane Kerrison. He gets it across to Greg Phillips. Phillips down through half back now. Clearing kick. Out wide. Chance for Handley. He'll have to wait for the bounce. It favours Dennis Banks. Banks is held after he gets rid of the ball. Good tackle there by Healy. Close to the line. Over the top goes Kerrison. Well done, Gerard Healy. And there'll be a bounce very close to that outer wing. 96 plays 95. The Swans in front.
Unbelievable how they're letting it go. Down it comes once again, over towards the boundary line, out of bounds. Centre wing position. 1 point the difference. We're ticking into time on as Ironmonger and Cloak contest again. Kick is smothered and a chance for Neagle. Neagle slips. Over the top of him goes Burgess, and the umpire will ball up once again. It's the tightest of tight matches. And it's ball up again.
20 players round the ball. The umpire, McDonald, just allowing players to settle. Ironmonger against Cloak. Cloak allows Ironmonger to go for it uncontested. Peter Bradbury threads the hand pass. The chance for Burgess. Not a good hand pass. Now Handley, almost within scoring distance, up towards the pocket. The Flyers are there. Chance there for Mark Roberts, and he receives a push in the back, and he'll take the free kick. Well, the Collingwood fans have gone berserk behind the goal. Mark Roberts, staunch in the last line of defence, goes out wide towards the rush stand. Bradbury, his best game for Collingwood since transferring from Essendon. On to Gayfer, on to Hanley, a great mark, a one-hander. Now he's beyond the 50-metre mark, 14 kicks for Hanley. Square it up towards full forward. The Flyers are there, McEwen's there. No scouts, is it through? No, it's out of play. Well, that might be better for the Magpies. They'll be able to convert from here. If they're good enough, they can score. They trail by a point. They're into time on by 60 seconds.
Ironmonger brilliant. Took it away from Taylor and dribbles the ball towards the boundary line and gains a precious 35 metres. That was beautiful play by the Giants. Out of bounds, the West Australian Sandover medalist. In they come again. Cloak up above him there. Diving at it is Greg Williams, and it'll be another ball up. The difference is 1 point. We're 26 minutes gone into the final term. The Swans are in front, and there's another bounce.
Lee Matthews watching play. He's hoping his team can score from here. They'll need to. Time ticking away. Darren Mullane over the top. Greg Williams that gets it. On to Gerard Healy. Healy out wide to the defensive flank. There's nobody there. The ball bounces 50 metres in front of the nearest player. Bernard Toohey finds the security of the boundary line. The crowd, all Collingwood over this side of the ground, calling for the penalty, but the umpire has nothing to do with it. 1 point the difference. 27 minutes gone. Ironmonger over the top. His Rovers aren't there. Burgess was first to the ball. Greg Williams, great last turn. Picked up by Gayfer. Beset upon. Burgess. Now Williams again. Beautifully done. Barry Mitchell. Mitchell's scudding kick. Jimmy Edmund is there. In front is Greg Phillips. Phillips 3 metres inside the line. Tapped away by Edmund and is out of play as Kappa kicks it further down.
Gee, they're letting it go, the umpires. I thought Phillips could have easily taken a free kick there. It was not to be. It's out of bounds. Half-forward flank with the Swans in attack. And it's Cloak versus Carroll. Cloak wins it beautifully out to Mullane. That was a magnificent punch down. Mullane downfield. McMullen does battle and he's outmarked. Outmarked by Gerard Healy. And Healy, very, very strong mark. And what a vital one it is. And what an important contribution he's made in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Comes in now and short passes beautifully once again to Mitchell. He short passed to Mitchell earlier, who goal. Mitchell centre wing and too far for him. Down in the Kappa direction, 2-1 against Kappa. Clokey misses what he should have taken. Here's a chance for a shot for goal from Edmund. It's off direction, but it's an important score. No, it's out of bounds. It's out of bounds. Still 1 point the difference. And maybe one football goal. No, back it comes.
The Edelston's up there in the stand watching play. They're watching their Swans team edge towards victory here. When Collingwood for 3 quarters, certainly at 2 parts in the game, looked by far the better team when they led by 28 points at one stage. The Swans came back at them. The Magpies then opened up a lead of 35 points halfway through the third term. Danny Seo. There's the siren. The Swans have won it. They won by a point. Second place Swans keep Collingwood out of the 5 with a 1 point win. 14-12-96 to Collingwood 14-11-95 at Victoria Park.
And that was a victory which was snatched by the Swans, or so Collingwood people think, but it was an important win to the Sydney Swans. They've lost a couple of close ones up in Sydney, but they won this one down in Melbourne yesterday. Goal kickers for the Swans, Mitchell with 5, Kappa and Wright 3 goals apiece, and for Collingwood, 4 to Banks and 2 each to Dacos, McEwen, Taylor and Williams. So high excitement at Victoria Park. Whilst that was a close finish to the round, there was plenty of excitement at a couple of other venues as we look at this week's scoreboard. At VFL Park, Carlton proved to be too good for Richmond and they ended up easy victors by 59 points. Major goal kickers for Carlton, Evans with 5, Bradley and Kernahan 3 apiece, and for Richmond, Eustace with 2. And down at Geelong, Essendon, chasing its first win for 5 weeks, had just that win. It was even up until 3/4 time, but the Bombers went on to win by 12 points. Harvey with 3 and Brownless with 4 for Geelong were the major goal kickers for the afternoon. And the St Kilda Melbourne game. St Kilda finally gaining that victory they've been chasing for 13 rounds. And what a way they did it. They ended up winning by 52 points. Major goal kickers for St Kilda, Lockett and Grant with 4 each, and for Melbourne, Greg Healy kicked 3. And now to the league ladder. And yesterday's matches saw Essendon and Footscray move into the 5 at the expense of Fitzroy and North. But those 4 teams are locked on 28 points and there's plenty of football left. Interesting move, well, not a move perhaps, but St Kilda supporters will be pleased to see their club with 4 points at the bottom of the ladder. Now for the leading goal kickers, and a pretty difficult day for goal kickers to establish any sort of break. Difficult under wet conditions. Roach only kicked 1 to go to 56. 3 to Kappa moves him on to 53. And Beasley was the top goal kicker, scoring 5 and moving on to 51. And now to some more highlights of our 3 feature matches from round 13.
Spoiler. Larkin has time to steady. Good centering kick. Glendinning and McDonald the targets. Glendinning
across to Patton, who kicked 2, then to Tuck, takes it from him. Tuck 40 metres out, gently pops it through. And the 300-game veteran champion, Hawthorn captain, has kicked his 280th goal in his career. Oh, Green went right over his shoulder. Oh, lovely piece of play there by Buckley. On to German. This kick, another long shot for goal, and it's through. Good play. They're much better if they can break away from the menacing Hawks tackling. Glendinning, not a good player. Made it hard for Jonas. Oh, did it what? Still grabs it onto Arceri, 20 metres out. The loose man is Jim Cracker in the goal square, and that was top play.
Schimmelbusch showed a bit of toe. 2 Hawks spoiling each other, but oh, great tackle by Langford. Dispossessed Cracker in a flash.
Oh, here we go with McCarthy. A great pass onto the master centre player in Walsh. He's put in another good one today to Eade, who came on fresh. And he's gold.
It's McGrath against Purser, who's dominated the rucks. Trying to go through there was Mitchell up. Nice hand pass, though, to Conlon. Out to Clayton, who shoots for goal. And he's put it through. And turn it. It's been a try for Fitzroy. Gets the shovel back to Pekin, but numbers went out again as Wallace. A beautiful pass. No, Hardy spills it, but recovers well. Pekin, Laurie is the man to put pressure on him. Beautiful play by Hardy to McGuinness, and McGuinness will run in and kick a goal. Footscray had the numbers. Hardy to Egan. Now Egan will go for a run, has a little look around, decides to kick long to half forward again. Oh, and a great mark to Paul Rouge.
Bounce favours Purser. Beautiful tap out, gives it to Royal. Play on as the umpire. Royal's got heaps of space. Bounces it twice. Now runs a full 18.5 metres and kicks another goal. He's 7th for the match.
2 points lead now to Footscray. Purser playing as if the game has to be won. Not Liberatore, but Petraglia. Beasley over the top.
He's already kicked 3 goals. Max Crowe, and he kicked all of those in the first 15 minutes of this match. Goes for the big torpedo punt kick. It's into the goal square. Beasley at the back will kick a goal.